Hello and welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing a you and them reading. So let's see who we're doing a you and them reading for. All right, one more and we'll pull from the middle. Scorpio. All right, let's get started with your oracles. Messages for Scorpio. You have creativity in the reverse. It says creative blockages are holding you back and you may struggle to find inspiration or motivation in your work. On the bottom is separation in reverse. You may be holding on to a relationship that has already run its course, causing emotional stagnation. So this feels like an energy of like complacency. This is a relationship. All right, let's get the graffiti cards. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Scorpio. You have needs a villain, thrives off of opposition or only evolves when challenged, fueled by friction, needs a nemesis to awaken power. So, pretty much a shit starter. Underqualified, lacking skills or experience, feels unprepared, feelings of insecurity and inadequacy forces you to grow. An omen, signs from the universe, warning, subtle clues, hidden message, more than meets the eye. So what it feels like here is someone is insecure with themselves and they're projecting that onto someone else, or they're taking that out on someone else. Um, to me, what this is indicating is there's a realization here that something is evolving in regards to this situation. Like it may have started off subtle, but this is getting more and more pronounced and it's becoming an issue. On the bottom is the Holy Grail, connection to ancient traditions, lost civilizations, and even extraterrestrial connections. Someone here is feeling insecure and inadequate, and they're turning that into anger. This feels to me like someone who's starting arguments and starting fights. Like if there isn't an argument to be had, this person will start it. And it seems to me like maybe the other person is thinking, why? What is going on between us that is causing this? But it's really, I feel like it's more to do with the person themselves, the way they're projecting what they're feeling inside. So let's go to the Twisted Oracle. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Scorpio. Have reconcile. Toxic lifestyle, drinking, enablers, bad choices, partying, drugs, unhealthy, promiscuous, and romance. Yeah. This feels like a relationship to me. Massive regrets. There could have been a breakup due to this, what I'm talking about. It looks like someone is becoming toxic. It could have something to do with their what they're doing, their extracurricular activities. That could be creating them to project this anger. There's something going on within this person. And it does seem like to me, once the other person reacts or is like, I'm not going to be in this relationship the way it is, this person does want to backtrack or they regret what they say or do after they've done it. Still, this isn't fair to the person who's dealing with it. This person needs to figure themselves out instead of taking it out on the other person. All right, so for this reading, the top row is going to be Scorpio. The bottom row is going to be the other person's energy. If it sounds flip, just flip it. Take it how it resonates if it resonates. So we're going to start with Scorpio's energy. Tell me about Scorpio's energy. We have the Knight of Swords. It seems to me like there's a lot of fighting or arguments going on. Or there has been. Yeah, Five of Cups. And Two of Cups. Yeah, it's like someone argues, they fight, they regret it, and then they want to make up. And I do feel like this person truly feels regret about what they've said or done. This person needs like therapy or something. They need to talk to someone. Knight of Swords, Five of Cups, Two of Cups. We have the Knight of Coin in reverse. The Seven of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. Yeah, what's going on here is this person promises that they're not going to do this anymore. They're not going to lash out anymore. I feel like I said, I feel like these arguments start from out of nowhere. Or there's really no reasoning behind why they begin. It's just like this person wants to start arguing. There's been some sort of promise here. I'm not going to do that anymore. And that promise gets broken. This is like a repeating cycle. I feel like someone, the one who's dealing with this, is putting their foot down. It's like, I can't be in this relationship the way it is. If you can't curb your anger or reel your anger back in or deal with whatever you're going through, then we need to end the relationship. I feel like this Queen of Swords is someone putting their foot down. Tell me about Scorpio's energy. The Clouds. That's darkness coming to light or a time of improvements after hardship. The Birds is family or gossip. And the Key is getting answers. Yeah, this is like figuring something out. Like you need to figure something out here to make things better, or this relationship is heading towards an ending. And the person who's creating these fights or that has this insecurity doesn't want the relationship to end. It feels to me like they sincerely feel bad once they do this, but there's something here. This person needs some kind of help. I think they're aware of that. So let's see the other person's energy. Tell me about the other person's energy. The Two of Wands. The Eight of Swords. Yeah. And the Four of Cups. They're not happy. It doesn't feel like to me the relationship is the issue. There's something going on within this person that they're not happy with themselves. They don't feel like they have this feeling of not being enough, or so I don't know if something has triggered this in it feels like something has triggered this in them, or there's some sort of past trauma that this is manifesting itself outwards. They're trapped in their thoughts because they know that their relationship is on the brink of ending here. This person is concerned about their relationship, but they're also not happy. Two of Wands, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups. I'm not sure that this is depression. It feels like it's heading that way. It seems like it's coming out more as anger. Knight of Cups in reverse. The Sun and the Ace of Cups. I feel like this person knows that they're not going to be able to maintain the relationship in the energy they're in. But it's like they also I feel like they don't want to get help. Or they're saying they don't need help. I think there is going to be an option here of some kind of therapy. This could be like couples therapy or marriage counseling. I feel like that would help, but I feel like this person specifically needs therapy for themselves. Some kind of past issues. I feel like if that was worked on, then the relationship would improve. I don't think the person they're in a relationship with is the problem. They don't want to lose this person. I know that. The Well, that is looking at something more deeply. The Snake is deception. And the Anchor, yeah. This is talking about someone being deceptive about looking at something more deeply, and that's themselves, looking at themselves more deeply in order to have security and stability. This feels like an energy of someone who's in denial that they need help or need to be fixed or worked on. Like they don't need to work on themselves. Someone who's in denial of that. But I feel like it's specific. I keep hearing therapy. I feel like therapy would do this person a world of good. I think it would completely turn things around. But it seems like the challenge here is for that person to see that for themselves. Okay, so the next section is how does Scorpio view the situation? How does Scorpio view the situation? So it seems like this could be, Scorpio could be the one who's doing this, but it's appearing in the reading like Scorpio's the one who's dealing with this. Now the King of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Yep. Oh, I didn't get that card. This looks to me like if someone doesn't fix themselves, then I'm getting away from the devil energy. This energy up here is saying that this is becoming toxic. It has to do with the arguments and the fighting. I feel like it is progressing, and I feel like it's getting worse. And that's what this energy's up here is getting fed up with. Someone's not using logic in regards to healing. It's like I feel like this person feels as though they're not being heard by the other, or the other person is not listening to what this person is suggesting in regards to healing the relationship or making things better. King of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, the Devil in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Not using logic. Due to someone not using logic, there's no expansion or growth. Five of Wands in reverse. Healing where there's no more fighting, no more conflict. And the Five of Cups. Yeah, see, this person doesn't want to leave the other either. I'm telling you, it's not the relationship that's the issue. It is something going on within someone else that is creating a wedge in the relationship. This person doesn't want to leave the other. Regret and disappointment about walking away from the Devil energy. This is if you don't change or if you don't do something to change, I am regretfully going to have to leave. This feels to me like it could also be, and it keeps popping up in my head, is like someone in the military who may be going through PTSD, or anyone that's gone through some sort of PTSD. It seems like something has been triggered within this person. It's almost like something that's out of their control. Like they want to control it, but they feel like they can't. So we have man, masculine energy, the clover, that's about luck or serendipity, and the letter. That is about text or emails. It can be a signed document, can be divorce. This looks to me like someone is thinking if things don't change, the best thing for me to do is get a divorce or end this relationship. That's exactly what this is saying. I feel like the other person is going to do whatever they need to do. They don't want this, neither person wants this relationship to end. So I feel like the one who's dealing with this, who's in this insecure energy, is going to do whatever they need to do ultimately to prevent losing their person. Tell me how the other person views the situation. Knight of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the High Priestess in reverse, Pisces energy, and the Three of Cups in reverse. Yep. This person may be going along with what the other wants, even though it's not what they want. So, in regards to getting some sort of help, it's like, I don't want to do this, but I know if I don't do this, we won't make it. There could already be a breakup here or some kind of separation. Because we do have this reconcile, and this is indicating like reunion or not reuniting. This looks like to me, if I don't do this, then we won't be able to reunite. I know we won't be able to reunite. So this is like a now or never for this person. If I don't do this now, then we won't make it. It feels to me like some kind of counseling or therapy. Knight of Cups in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse. And I'm telling you, it may be hard to get this person into that, but it's going to do this person a world of good once they do get into that therapy or counseling, whatever it is. Ten of Coin, Four of Swords, Six of Cups. Yeah. Four Swords about healing. It's also, I'm telling you, there's some kind of separation here. These two are either separated or they're fixing to separate. Like I said, this person knows that they are on the brink of losing their relation. This looks like a marriage, or this is a relationship where family is involved. Like you could have a family with this person, children. Um, this person doesn't want to lose that. Tell me about how the other person views the situation. The ship, moving on, moving forward, moving out. The coffin is an ending. Bridge, bridging the gap. Yeah, this is like I have to do this in order to bridge the gap in regards to an ending. Saying It's saying that this person feels as though they have no choice. It's like, I have to do this thing. If I don't do this thing, then my relationship is over. So that could be very well be an ultimatum, which that's pretty much what I set up here. This person is saying you either need to get help, go get help, or we get help together, or this relationship is going to end. And it's like I said, I feel like this person is going to get the help because they don't want to lose their person. So the outcome for Scorpio. Outcome for Scorpio. Page of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Moon. Pisces energy. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This looks like things, this is like the unknown. Not knowing something for certain. Let me get some more. Page of Swords in reverse. The Moon. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Is the Six of Swords upright. So the Six of Swords. King of Swords. That makes twice the King of Swords has showed up. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. And the Chariot. So we got two cards here indicating movement forward, travel, physical moving. This person here is definitely uncertain about where things are headed. I feel like it's all up to the other person. I feel like if this isn't already in separation, it's headed towards that. It looks to me like it's indicating that if the other person doesn't get help, then the other wants them to move out. This one here is definitely giving an ultimatum. Outcome for Scorpio. Closer look. Fish, money, and resources. In the garden. That is something being out in the open or a social gathering. Tell me about the... Nope. This is something being out in the open. This is someone who's looking to see. This person is preparing for the other to leave. Or they're preparing themselves for the other to be gone. This energy up here is absolutely fed up with how things are. I feel like it is, and that is indicating like fighting. I feel like there's a lot of fighting here, and this person's fed up, and it's like, I'm not going to deal with this any longer. So either you can get help. If you choose not to get the help, then you need to find somewhere to live. We need to separate. So there's no other option here. This is what this person is indicating. So this person feels as though I have no other option than to get help because I don't want my relationship to end. So it's either one or two things. This person is already separated from the other, and the only way they can come back is to get help, get counseling, get therapy. Or this person hasn't left yet, and the other is saying, if you don't get the counseling or the therapy, then you need to leave. So let's see the outcome of the other person's energy. Tell me about the outcome for the other person's energy for Scorpio. Nine of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Wands in reverse. Don't make promises you can't keep. That's what this looks like. Don't make promises you can't keep. Nine of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Wands in reverse. Blocking someone leaving. Yeah. Making an offer, not getting wish fulfillment. I don't understand why this person is so against. I mean, this could even have something to do with like addictions. This could be like some kind of rehab, because this person does not want to get this help. The reason they're doing it is because they don't want their relationship to end. And they're going to do it because they don't want their relationship to end. But they are so against doing this. But I feel like once this person gets into this therapy, counseling, rehab, whatever it is, it's going to do this person a lot of good. It's going to help this person a lot. It's just getting them in there that is the issue. But they're going to do it because they want to hold on. They want their relationship. Tell me about the outcome for the other person's energy. Time, certain time, divine timing. The fox being sneaky or clever. And the lilies is peace. This looks like to me, well, I'll do it for a little bit just to keep the peace. So what this looks like to me is saying is this person's like, well, I'll go in there and stay for a little bit and then I'll come out. That way it will make everyone happy. I think that's what they're thinking before they go in there. But and in there is therapy, counseling, rehab, whatever that is. I feel like once this person does begin this, they're going to see that it is helping. I think this person is going to turn things around for themselves. And this has something to do with their anger coming out, them projecting their anger onto someone else when it's not warranted. They create fights and arguments when there is no reason to, or the littlest thing will set this person off. I feel like there is a good outcome here, though. I feel like it seems like it hasn't got to the point yet of someone going in to whatever this is. But I feel like they will, even though it's like they're practically having to be drug in. Uh, but I do feel like this is going to do a world of good for this person. All right, let's get closing messages. They'll do whatever it takes to keep from losing their person. Closing messages. Perspective. I'd appreciate your unique perspective on a situation. I value your opinion. On the bottom is desperate. I'm in a bind and don't have anyone else to reach out to. Yep. See, this is perspective. This is the person who's dealing with this other person's perspective. This person values the other's opinion. And because of what this person is saying, it makes the other desperate. It's giving, I don't have any other choice. All right, let's get the postcards from Spirit. Messages for Scorpio. All right. Says, Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were the truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. All right, Scorpio, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.